Addiction. Is it a choice or a disease? Out of all the drug users in the United States, only 2.7 million are true addicts. A true addict uses a drug and depends on it for their happiness. When they pick up a drug or take a drink, they lose their complete ability to choose and to make the right decisions. They never know when they're going to stop. A casual user can use a drug and alcohol once in a while, and it makes them feel good, but they don't depend on it for their happiness. They can stop at any time. There have been many studies that proves that addiction is a disease. Addiction is defined as a chronic disease that is hereditary. Many people have this. Many people go through their lives with this gene for addiction, and it never comes up. When someone like you or me takes a drink, there's not a flip in our brain that switches off and makes us lose the ability to choose. When an addict picks up a drink or uses a drug, their entire brain function changes. There have been many different treatments for addiction. If addiction is treated as a choice, very little therapy is involved. They are told that you can choose to stop using drugs, so just stop. And this usually does not have a good outcome because they can't just stop. And they end up going to jail. Many people think that addicts belong in jail, that they're evildoers. And maybe they do belong in jail. But if they are given the proper treatment and someone that believes in them is there for them and by their side, the outcome can be great. When treatment of addiction is done with the disease aspect, it's a total therapy and a total change in this person. They go through a drug detox where the drugs are physically taken out of their system. They then end up going to 1 month of in an in-client rehab facility where they get 24-hour classes and therapy sessions and one-on-ones where they can really find out where the core of their problem is. After that, they can go to a halfway house or a sober house where they can continue their drug-free life. And they're also taught that they need to take their medicine every day. Their medicine is therapy and something called the 12 steps. If they do these things on a daily basis, then they will stay sober and live happy. So, addiction, a disease or a choice? After reviewing the facts and the proof of the difference in brain function, I believe that addiction is a disease. However, choice is involved. When an addict is clean and sober and doing a therapy session, they then regain their ability to choose. They can choose if they're going to pick up a drug or an alcohol. But once they put that in their body, they lose all their choice. So I believe that addiction is definitely a disease.